YouTube, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy TKK bringing you guys another video. Today we're going to actually show some love to the Xbox, the green and black gang. Had this console a few months and haven't got much use out of it. Been playing a lot of PC, focusing on some Switch, doing a lot of emulation gaming. But today I made the executive call to pick up a couple of accessories from the company RIG, that's R-I-G. We've got the 500 Pro HX headset, and we've got the Nacon Pro compact controller. Now, we're gonna unbox these, take a look at these. Both of these feature Dolby Atmos audio, so I'm really intrigued into seeing how that's gonna play out for everything with this console. These do work with the Windows 10 platform also. So, gonna get right to the intro, be right back. As I said, welcome back to the channel. So Xbox Series X, great console, the most powerfulest console that you can get today, hands down. Internally, nothing beats it from a console perspective. In fact, the only thing that you're gonna be able to do to beat this is to spend 4 times the money with the cost of the graphics cards to build yourself a gaming PC. However, like I said in the beginning of this video, I haven't got a lot of use out of this. And the reason is because my PC has made it so damn hard for me to play a console. It's in my living room and it just works flawlessly for the way that I want to use it. However, Destiny is what I want to play. We also got Halo coming up, and there's a couple of titles that I just want to be able to play on console because I got the fan base that's going to be on console, regardless to if the games are going to be cross-platform or not. So I really do admire this console, and going forward, I promise to give more coverage to this because it really is a fine piece of technology. All right, so we're gonna start with the Nacon Pro Compact. This is a controller that, for whatever reason, crossed my path, and I was really intrigued with it. I've had RIG products before, namely their headsets, but this is kind of like a new entry for them, getting into making other types of peripherals. Let me slice this thing open when I was slicing my fingers. And so I've been doing a lot of emulation gaming lately, playing Metroid Dread on PC. Runs perfectly. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. If you watch my Switch unboxing, then you've seen that. However, I'm looking for another type of controller, something that's gonna work a little bit better for my hands. The Xbox One controller is nice, but I want something a little bit smaller. So looking at the dimensions of this, and by the way, I haven't watched any unboxings or any reviews, so I'm just kind of diving into this myself. Let's get this thing out of here so we can take a look and see what we've got in this. All right, so again, Nacon Pro Compact. Controller gives me PlayStation vibes, honestly, it really does. Like PS4, PS5 controller vibes. So you got that there. I don't want to flip this on the other side because, yeah, there's a code on the other side that's supposed to give me access to Dolby Atmos for the headphones. So I'm not sure exactly how this works out. Within this video, I'm going to show you guys that. Right, looks like we got some decal stickers there, quick start guide, you know, all the basic things there. Let's get you a good look at the box. There's some proprietary software for this that you can use. I'm going to assume it's Windows software. You know, not sure how that's going to work on the Xbox, but we're going to figure that out. So let's get right into looking at the controller. I want to get this, man, I'm excited for this. I hope it feels good. Let's see. 9-foot cable, and it is braided. So let me start with that. And there does appear to be a breakaway, which is reminiscent of the 360 era. There we go. So there's a breakaway cable there. It's USB-A, braided, thick, nice material. This is soldered on, so it's not detachable, right? So, okay, this feels good. Man, this is exactly what I was thinking. So, initial grab, the back is like texturized. There appears to be some switch back here. Not sure exactly what that does yet, but man, this This feels pretty good. This might actually be a really good fight pad too. Your top buttons are really flat there, so real Super Nintendo-like. Bumpers are there. You don't have a way to, let me see if this, it doesn't change the configuration. I like how this, you know, the start and select button are very separate here. So they're not spaced in like the Xbox controller. Really, they're not as close. They're much more spaced apart. Guide button there. And I think this is gonna be for you to program macros. D-pad is really small. So looking at this thing, I figured it was a step back from the Xbox controller because the newer Xbox controllers have like an 8-way directional. This is only 4, but this D-pad feels really small, which means it'll be really good for people wanting to play fighting games, right? Buttons feel really nice and crisp. They're not like jelly. This is a nice fit, man. I think this is gonna work good for me. Now, my main reason for wanting this, honestly, is gonna be to play emulation games on my PC, long cable. And then you're supposed to have Dolby Atmos audio pass through the controller. So we're gonna get the headset open and then figure out what we can do with the two. All right, so before we crack open the Rig 500 Pro HX headset, I just gotta say, at first glance, there's no instructions in here. You know, using a controller is pretty plug and play, but they actually direct you to their YouTube, which is extremely smart from the perspective of getting views and watch time and things like that. But that's not really good in my opinion. From a consumer perspective, you know, you would expect to get some kind of instructions just to walk you through the logistics of like what this button does, or, you know, how exactly you need to get things set up. So just be mindful of that. If you do invest in this, you know, I'm going to show you what you need to do, but also you're going to need to go to their YouTube if you don't see my video and you see this later, like kind of is what it is. So, all right. So after looking at this, Nacon must be the parent company for RIG, for Rig. I'm not sure, like, you know, consider me no longer ignorant, but we're going to go ahead and get this headset cracked open. It's going to have a peel top. This is not wireless. This is a soldered 3.5 millimeter jack. All right, nice clean box for storing it. This is like a fast food restaurant cup holder situation. They'll say RIG on the top of that. And again, they're gonna give you essentially what looks like similar technology. Now, this actually does have a license on the back of it. So there's supposed to be 2 years of Dolby Atmos application included with this. The controller does not come with that. It's just compatible. So you do get those stickers or decals, just like with the controller. Okay, this actually has a quick start guide, unlike the controller. This does have, you know, some options to tell you what you need to do to get things connected. We're not going to go through over that. And then you do have a removable microphone. So it does have actually, you know, one of those filters from the air. So, all right, get this thing open. I've covered quite a few headsets on my channel. Typically, Corsair is the way that I go. Corsair makes a lot of their wireless stuff. All of their wireless stuff is made for PC and PlayStation because Microsoft, for whatever reason, does not support audio through the USB in the same way. And let me just get all this material off of here. All right. All right, so cable's not braided. It is super flat though, so that's cool. It's 3.5 millimeter. You do have some volume control. There's a minus and a plus. So there's a click there to indicate maybe you've hit max volume. Little rig tag there. And then the actual headset. So claim to fame with these is that super flexible, nice and stretch. Just looking from the top front, you got the RIG there. Doesn't look like that'll scratch off or anything. These do have like a leather-like outside material. I believe these are 50mm drivers. Got the right branded right there. Right, so just something right there that tells you this is the right headset. There's no L there, but that is the left. Really nice. It's got a very good stretch material. Matter of fact, I'll do a fit test while we're on. I'll do a 360. If you go back a little bit, I'll come up. So. So nice and comfortable. Slide right on. You do have this band here does have this leather finish. So that's pretty nice. I'm not sure what kind of material this is. Feels like a thin sheet of aluminum. So this is, again, supposed to be designed to last for the rough gamers, the person that might, stretch their headphones and things of that sort. This cable does not detach, so that is connected. This is not detachable. However, the microphone does plug into this jack right here. And I'm going to show you that right quick. After this part, we'll get to some connectivity. We'll get to the technical pieces of everything here. Right, so it plugs in like so. It just plugs in. Now the way that this guy works, when you put the microphone up, matter of fact, it's gonna go into an immediate mute. Put it down, you'll be able to talk. This is nice and flexible. Right, so just get you a look at that. Put the mic on. So again, up it's gonna mute, down it's gonna make it where you can talk. There's a click you can hear, probably to indicate when it is on and off. So like right here is actually off. Right here is on because I can hear the click. So all right, we'll phase back to some connectivity with this. All right, one last bit of research before we go into connectivity. For you to be able to adjust comfort with this headset, you pretty much just disconnect. You just pull it right out with a little bit of care. You have 3 different levels where you can position that. Right? So if your hair is smaller or wider, that's how you're gonna, adjust that. So it's all manual there, done right there. Just pull it off, put it back on. All right, so my test subject for this particular setup is going to be my gaming laptop. I'm gonna use this to kind of get the Dolby Atmos application downloaded, make any modifications, any settings. I'm gonna actually do my initial test on both the headset and the controller, all using this laptop. It's a great laptop. It's my main driver. Features a Ryzen 9 and an RTX 3070 graphics card. It also features a single jack, which is going to be perfect for this headset. That'll pass through both audio for the microphone and for the 50mm drivers. So I'm going to use this in the Windows Store, get the Dolby Atmos application downloaded, and then we'll go from there. All right, so as I said, the headset does come with a 2-year activation for Dolby Atmos for headphones. Once you get that code installed, you're just gonna download and get everything situated. You can put it on multiple devices. Looks like you can preset to install it on as many devices as you like. I mean, as you can see, I've had a lot of Xbox One consoles. Doesn't look like I have the Series X that I have is obviously not connected right now. So I'm gonna get this all situated with the laptop and any other platform that I need to get it situated on. But it's cool that they already have it preset where if you've got all your devices online, all of these are devices that are online right now, it'll automatically plug it into those and kind of download the app for you. All right, so I'm just gonna walk through this kind of in a raw way. I'm gonna plug this up to my laptop. And immediately you've got some settings there. So it is definitely recognizing that these headphones are plugged in. So I'm going to tinker around with these settings and then I'll be able to speak more intelligently within the video to offer any education if you need. All right, so the application setup looks pretty simplistic. You You can either set it up for built-in speakers, headphones, or obviously if you have a home theater system that has Atmos speakers, which ironically I do. So I'll be able to actually get this on my desktop in the living room too. So we'll go ahead and set this up and make sure the headphones are connected. And I'm gonna go continue. This is something I should be doing with OBS, but I'm gonna go through. This is pretty, looks like it's just straight to the point. All right, and as you can see, I'm rocking the headsets now. But what I've done is I've got them configured, right? I've gone through the product setup, and then when you go to settings, from here, you've got a lot of different presets, right? So like dynamic, game, you've got movie, yada, yada, etc. So you're pretty much just gonna tinker around here, set the preset, and then you can modify and adjust things like bass and so forth from there. Okay, and once you get everything set up to your liking, within the app, the Dolby application, you've got a ton of different demos that you can kind of listen to, from video game clips to movie clips, things of that sort, that will just give you the experience of what it's like and what you can expect by using these headsets. Now, there's no way for me to give you any kind of a representation of what it sounds like, but what I can tell you is that I just listened to this Ori clip, and it sounds really good. Like, it sounds really good. Now I'm used to using a external sound deck on my main PC, so any headset's going to be really loud, but it does sound pretty damn good. All right, man, people are going to get tired of me talking about Metroid on PC, the definitive way to play it. This is super loud right now. This is my laptop, but the controller setup, pretty simplistic, straight to the point. This controller feels great. The headset with the Dolby Atmos is nice. The interesting thing about the controller is that it activates Dolby Atmos. It automatically does. So any headset that you plug up to it, it's gonna pass through and get that audio. I love that about it. That's why I wanted the wireless headset, or the wireless controller. The fact that the headset has the Atmos, it's actually made for it. You plug this into the controller like so. Now you don't hear the laptop, obviously, which was just screaming. It's great audio on this laptop. Check out my review on it. But now I'm hearing the audio through my headset. And so this works literally the same way with the Xbox One console. So I don't feel like I really need to do a connectivity test that way. Straight to the point. Audio is really good, very immersive. The controller, it works good. What I did was I ran some fighting games off camera, playing around with the D-pad, and it feels really nice. But I really do recommend this. These are two pretty solid products from this company. If you guys got questions, you can always tap into me. I'm always just looking at different things that I can try to review on the channel. I don't like to try to go after like the latest and greatest, most trending things that everybody's going to be talking about. I like to talk about some different stuff just to, try some different things out. So let me know what you guys think. If you got questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. Max love.